Hey Raiders, we've got some major news about the expeditions. The devs have delayed the departure date. They went over the permanent unlocks and some temporary buffs we'll be receiving. Not only that, we're going to talk about so much more about the expeditions. If you can do me a solid, let's start the video off by tapping the thumbs up button and the hype button below. With that said, let's jump in. Okay, what we've got here is a notification from the Embark Studios team. They posted a link here that redirects us to their official website, and at the start it says, Expedition Project. Then the developers wrote, the expedition hit a minor delay and the window will now open on 17th December. You will have a 6-day period in which your raider can choose to leave the Rust Belt for good by departing in the caravan you have constructed in the Expedition Project. You will restart your journey with certain buffs and advantages. We want to take you through some of these here. So instead of the original date, you can see that they revealed the new departure date is December 17th, which I think is perfectly okay. I'm not mad at all. And I'm already prepared for the expedition, in fact, and with this delay, it gives me more time to do more things. Speaking of which, we have news about our raider stash and how many skill points we can earn. For instance, the developers wrote, so you're leaving Speranza. When the expedition departs, all items in your raider stash will contribute toward it. Your next raider can earn up to 5 skill points based on the total value of your stash and coins at the time of departure. 1 million coins worth of value equals 1 extra skill point for your new raider. Well, the biggest question that's been going around has finally been answered, and it's honestly a relief that we finally have the answers we've been wanting, because at one point I thought we were never going to know. Nevertheless, 1 million coins will give you 1 skill point. The more you have, the more you'll get, up to a total of 5 skill points. Continuing on, the developers went on to talk about some of the permanent unlocks, temporary buffs, and things that will be reset. For instance, they wrote, when you restart, everything tied to your progress will be reset. This means your skill tree, level, stash, workshop, crafting abilities, and blueprints. It's worth noting that the initial onboarding from your first deployment in Speranza will be skipped. That means all maps and potential workshop upgrades will be available as soon as you reset. Your new raider won't totally restart at square one. By resetting, you will unlock the following advantages and rewards. Permanent unlocks, the Patchwork Raider outfit, Scrappy Janitor cap, Expeditions Indicator icon, skill points dependent on stash value, and plus 12 stash space. Temporary buffs, 10% repair buff, 5% XP boost, 6% more materials from Scrappy. Now first off, all I have to say is that I'm ecstatic about the free cosmetics like the Patchwork Raider outfit and the Scrappy Janitor cap. I have no idea what the Expedition Indicator icon is. However, the skill points and stash space are going to be absolutely amazing. And as for the temporary buffs, I'm a big fan of the repair buff. And obviously I'm a fan of everything, but I really like the repair buff and the 6% more materials from Scrappy because, of course, you can grab the seeds and trade it in for some better items to, craft certain things, right? So I'm all for that. Anyways, what we have here below is some more information. The developers went on to say, while skill points, extra stash space, and cosmetics are permanent unlocks, the account buffs will expire if you choose not to depart with the subsequent expedition. Bear in mind, buffs will increase in power for your next 3 expeditions, but only 1 departure allowed per expedition window. Now that's very interesting and awesome at the same time that our account buffs will continue on to the next 3 expeditions. So they will increase in power, which is just so cool. I'm glad there's something there for this and that it actually means like, hey, you do the expedition, you're going to continue getting rewarded, but of course it's only for the next 3 expeditions, but nevertheless, I think this is awesome to see. Anyways, we have one more message here from the developers. They went on to say, remember the expedition window will be open from 17th December and last until 22nd December. You must sign up during this period, and everyone automatically departs at the same time on the 22nd. The value of your stash and coins will be counted when the window closes, so don't stop looting before then. If you choose not to depart this time around, don't worry, your progress towards building a caravan will be preserved, so you can keep working on it until the next window opens in a couple of months. So that's great to know. So if you decide that you do not want to depart on the expedition, then you of course can wait it out and you'll be able to continue building onto that caravan without a complete restart. That's what I'm understanding here, and I think that is just phenomenal. So it's like, hey, if I decide to build on a caravan and I do not have enough, materials or enough like loot to donate, then I can just wait it out and then continue onwards until the next expedition, which again I think is great because that just shows you like, hey, we're not trying to waste your time. At least that's what the developers in my mind are saying, like, hey, we're not here to waste your time. We want you to continue being a part of this whole expedition thing and just continue working towards the expedition. I think that's just awesome. But yeah, as you can tell in this image right here, this is the new departure window, December 17th to December 22nd. And then of course the green is December 22nd where you'll depart. And then we've got the expedition stuff like the caravan construction and blah, 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 blah. And all the stuff here. So awesome. Great to know. But we're now going to finish up this video by going over the bottom section here where the developers wrote, progression wipes are a notoriously difficult thing to balance in online multiplayer games. We get that. Mandatory global wipes have some obvious benefits. Heavily invested players get to re-experience the initial grind once again. And for a time, the playing field is leveled. The optional expedition project is our solution to some of the problems that inevitably arise with mandatory wipes. Specifically by respecting your time invested in the game, we want to offer you the choice. Not completed as much as you like, keep on raiding, building, and growing. Ready for a new challenge and grind once again? Depart on the expedition and receive buffs, rewards, and bragging rights. For now, the story is yours to write. We can't wait to see what you decide. With love, the Arc Raiders team. Okay, what I'd like to know is, what are your thoughts about everything here with the expeditions? Are you excited? Are you disappointed? Do you think you're gonna, go on the expedition? What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments, and let's discuss everything we've just covered right here. With that conversation aside for another day, we're now going to continue on and go over some of the Embark Studio team members' responses to some of the situations going around right now. For instance, there was a bunker exploit that was found, and the developers decided to shut it down, as you all know, right? And here's what the Embark Team Studios team member had to say after a member asked, will the bunkers be back before Sunday? And Embark Studios team member Austin replied, don't think so, sadly. Well, unfortunately, that's a shame because, man, I was absolutely digging the hidden bunker. I found it easier to complete trials and just to participate in essentially a PvE server. That's how it felt for me playing in hidden bunker. There's less, aggressive players. On a related note, a player brought up how it was unfair that some players got a 350k plus score from the exploit. And are they going to be reset? This is what one of the Embark Studios team member had to say. She wrote, yeah, I see what you mean. We are looking into this right now. Well, that doesn't seem too good for those out there that actually used the exploit to get into these hidden bunkers and buff their score up, because now you're going to stick out like a red sore thumb. I mean, it's going to be bad. You might get banned. Who knows? But I'll keep you updated on this whole entire situation. Next up, we have a conversation here from a member that asked, hey, are they ever going to patch certain exploits like the Stellamontis one or some of the other exploits that are going around that are just, really ruining the gameplay here? And this is what the Embark Studios team member had to say in response. The team is working on those fixes, but they aren't ready yet, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately indeed, because, man, those exploits are crazy. You'll go down a hall, you'll get shot through the wall, or if you're at Spaceport, you'll get shot through the wall near the Spaceport Tower. It's a bad situation, guys. Now, not only do we have a response from that team member, but we also have a response from the community manager named Birdie that wrote, the team is working on it. Well, in it, tomato, tomato. So they are aware of it, they're working on it. Now, how hard can it be to just simply delete a rope? I have no idea. I'm assuming it's just, you grab the rope in the map editor and you just click delete. I'm assuming. But hey, that's coming from somebody that has no knowledge in development, so don't listen to me. Last but not least, we have the top comments. First from TY that wrote, make it to where we don't join mid-game with a loadout. I hate playing for a few minutes and losing my loot almost instantly due to campers, but it's just because we join mid-game. Yes, absolutely. I think what they should do is definitely give us an option to join a mid-game or join a fresh one. I think that would eliminate the campers. The second top comment is from Salt NACL YT that said, the armor patrol quest, you complete the quest when you open the car, basically as long as you aren't on a free kit by avoiding the whole thing, by putting the key in your safe pocket. Yeah, absolutely. If you put your key in your safe pocket, you're going to be good. You're not going to lose it, of course, and that is the best option for that specific quest. Last but not least, we have a response here from DannyBoy01 that said, at this point, I can pretty much just assume their response to everything is, we're aware of it, we're working on it, and saving myself a lot of time. The only reason why they respond like that is basically to tell you that, hey, we're not ignoring it, we're aware of what's going on, and we are working on it. And for me, that's just a great way to tell you guys, hey, they are looking into some of the things, and they haven't ignored it. Anyways, those are the top comments. Hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, consider tapping the thumbs up button, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.